Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for you guys born in the year of the rooster. I thank you all for your patience while I've been away. I unfortunately broke my wrist and I was unable to do the shuffling part, and without my amazing shuffling skills it was almost impossible to do the readings. However, my cast is now off and I am on the road to recovery, so without further ado, let's see how you guys have been. We're going to pick right up from where we left off. So let's stop about there. And we're going to take that one from the bottom. We're going to take that one from the middle. We're going to take this one from the top. What have we got? Okay, so we have got a black and two whites. Of course, when we see those two whites there, it's easy to get carried away and think, oh, good, look at that, I'm going to get some good luck, or, you know, everything's going to go really, really well. But that's not how it works. That would just be too easy. Unfortunately, no, that just means that whatever you're going through right now, no matter what the issue may be or whatever your status is right now in life, it could be worse. It could be worse. It's not to say that it is the best it could ever be. It just could be worse than it is right now. And if you are in a really, really bad place, again, it could be worse. Okay? But first, it could be better. And we're going to start straight away with this rat. Feeling a little bit, I don't know, not listened to perhaps? Maybe there is a little bit of a conflict going on here. The rat and the rooster, they have difficulties, and they stem from the difficulty that they have communicating with one another, because both like to talk and both of you like to argue, but you're not going to like the outcome. You're going to test each other's patience, and that's maybe where you're at now. You're losing patience. You're losing patience. You've tried to be tolerable. You've tried to be considerate. You've tried to be respectful. You tried to be sensitive. You tried to be sympathetic. But now it's just getting too much. It's now getting too much. And it's pushing you away. It's pushing you into this sort of, I don't know, this competitive place where it's almost like one-upmanship now. They do something, so now you have to do it in retaliation or response or reaction. And the ironic thing is you have to, because if you don't, you have learned, you are then seen as not caring. You are then seen as not being fair, or not acknowledging it or taking accountability. At least if you fight back, which seems to be what happens most of the time, and you get into these arguments and these conflicts and these confrontations, at least when you do that, there is participation. There is participation, and that is noted. When you don't participate, it's almost like it's worse for you. That rat is a doer. So there's obviously something here that needs to be done. There's obviously something here that needs resolution. It needs to be put to bed, I think. Something already needs to give, is basically the gist of this. We've got potential clashes all over the place that you are unable to diffuse. It's getting on top of you, and I think for a better chance of success, to move from this and get through this, you need to let that go. You just need to as I say, put it to bed now. It is done. That's a better card. Things to think about. Of course, you've got things to think about because you have got decisions to make. There are choices now. You have choices. Choices that you may not have had before. And now they have presented themselves. Opportunities. Opportunities and open doors. Which open door do you go through? Well, you're not going through any of these open doors if you are reluctant to take a step away from the past and move forward into the future. And of course, that ox is very slow. That ox is on your side. That ox is a part of your affinity triangle. It's incredibly compatible with you. So we're not in any dangerous space here. We're actually in a really, really good place. But you need to think this through, and you need to take your time with it. I know you've lost all patience and sympathy and consideration. It's almost like you're just done with all of that. You're just done. You still need to have that little bit of patience, because if you don't think this through and you don't do this properly, you will regret it, because you are an organized person. You are a person that respects order and organization and sort of, things in their place as they should be. So make sure you are thinking this through so that you are putting the things in the right place where they should be. You are going to find that moving forward, there is going to be a lot of hard work to do. There's going to be a lot more. I don't want to say like challenges and things, but I think that's what they are, depending on your perspective. There could be a lot more challenges ahead, but equally so, if you don't see them more as challenges, they could be, progressive steps in the right direction. Opportunities, as I've said before, opportunities and open doors for you to build a good sort of foundation with yourself, which will then open more doors for love, friendship, business. It will open up doors for employment and holidays and opportunities. Opportunities are rife and they are coming forward if you so choose to see them that way. You could just see them as inconveniences and challenges and basically just a waste of your time. But if you ignore them, that's on you. If you pursue them, it could be life-changing. Absolutely life-changing. And there is the change right there, the catalytic moment, the change, the card there, the pig. That is the catalytic card. It is from the catalyst triangle. And the rooster can get along with the pig because they are good sports, basically. The pig is a good sport. The pig is a good person. They don't take things to heart too easily. They're quite laid back. The rooster doesn't mind, criticizing, and the boar can take it. There's a good rapport between those two. It's a catalytic card, which means change is coming. That change again is a matter of perspective, but it could be really, really good for you. Again, this is a time for patience. The pig is the slowest animal in the entire Chinese Zodiac circle. It was the last to cross the finish line in the race. It is the one that is right at the back, and happily, it is its own sort of prerogative and its own sort of choice to be there. Like, it wants to be there. It's its preference, and that's where you need to be, though it is not your preference. You need to kind of take a step back and basically observe for a while to see how things pan out in areas that you're not entirely sure about just yet. And when you can put them to bed and the whole thing's done, you can then move on to the next chapter. You can't leave pieces undone. You can't leave things untied. You got to tie up all the loose ends, basically. You have to tie up these loose ends before you go. So the boar, the ox, these are slow moving animals. These are slow as you want to go. In fact, you can go as slow as you like and then go slower. In fact, take your time. Because the more time, and I don't mean to hang around it. I'm not saying hang around in that shitty place that you're in. Hang around in that crappy job that's going nowhere, or stay in that sort of stagnant place, just for shits and giggles. That's not what I mean. I mean, you can stay there for as long as you need to, but you are going to move eventually. You are going to be pushed out of this eventually. And I think this is something that is a long time coming, and you're willing to take that to the next step. You're willing to take that to the next level. You're willing to move forward. It's just all these loose ends, they will come back to haunt you if you don't take care of them first. So take your time. Spend some time in order to make sure that none of these things cause problems or consequences if you leave or if you move on for you in the future. That boar is a good card. That ox is a good card. That is two good cards coming for you now in this present moment, moving forward into next week. That rat card is a bit of a bugger. That's where we've come from. We're coming out of that negative space, and there was nothing for you to do. There was nothing you could do there. There was nothing to help you there. Nothing. You just had to sit that one out. And yes, you may not have been heard. Yes, you may not have been listened to. Yes, your pleas of help and cries of anguish were sort of fallen on deaf ears. But that's okay, because it gave you what you needed to know. It told you everything that you needed. Now you're thinking about it. You're having a good thought process, or a good sort of reflection period on this. and you will move forward from it, because that catalytic moment is going to happen. And when it does, boom, it's your turn, my lovely rooster people. And it will be your turn. It'll be a long time coming, and then you'll realise, I'm glad I waited, because that is exactly what I needed. But we'll find out how you get on with that, won't we, next week when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the rooster. Thanks for hanging in there, guys, and waiting it out with me. It has been a fair few weeks. However, I will be back tomorrow with another reading, and that will be for the dog and the boar. So if you're interested, I will see you then. If not, I'll just see you next week when I come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the rooster. Thanks for watching. Love and peace.